So you like mysteries, huh? Well, then you gotta go where the stuff that dreams are made of is kept, and that's audible.com. Go to audibletrial.com/IBRT for a free audiobook, from classic mysteries like Dashiell Hammett's The Maltese Falcon to thrillers of a contemporary cut like The Girl on the Train by best-selling author Paula Hawkins. Whether you like dead heiresses in the solarium or hot Tommy guns in the alley, audible.com is your source for mystery. That's audibletrial.com/IBRT, because only a cheap gunsel would pass up a free audiobook, right? audibletrial.com/IBRT.
Following audio drama is rated PG for parental guidance.
Scoop Sisters Mysteries
on Icebox Radio.
And then, there, on the handle of the door...
was a hook, yes.
Oh, you ruined it.
Why on earth do you think you can scare me with that silly story? I've heard it 1,000,000 times.
Oh, it used to scare you during a thunderstorm?
When we were children, yes. And that was a long time ago, brother.
Well, not as long as you might think, sister.
Long enough. I should have married. That's what I should have done.
We've had a good life together, haven't we, sister?
Don't be hurt. Of course we have. I'm just trying to concentrate on this, and you drone on with your ghost stories.
That's, the taxes?
Well, for goodness, where is your mind this evening? I'm compiling our net worth.
Oh, that's right. The tax man.
Yes, that's right, the tax man. That little fool who claims our house is worth $200,000.
It could be worth that much.
I don't see how. It's just as it was when Father finished it in 1937 for $3,000. How does 3 go to 200 when all we've done to this place is add a new roof and a lifetime's worth of clutter?
Well, you always were better at figures than I.
A good thing, too. You would have spent us out of house and home.
You've done a wonderful job of saving. You should feel very secure.
I don't. You can never be too secure.
I don't know. You worked for the schools all those years, and I worked at the courthouse. We didn't spend much.
Are you complaining now?
Of course not. I'm just saying there may be more in the bank than you think. After all, sister, you are... well, you're cheap.
A good thing, too. You can't be too careful in these uncertain...
What is it? What?
I've added it up, brother.
Oh, well, how much do we have?
It can't be right. It can't be.
Oh, what is it? Oh, are we destitute? Is the poor house in our future?
No, brother. We have exactly $1,121,714.97.
Oh, my. We're millionaires, sister. We're millionaires. Whatever are we to do with all that money?
Quiet. I'm going to add it up again.
I told you never to call this number.
I don't think there's much chance your cousins will figure it out.
How did you know they were my cousins?
Because I'm a detective, remember?
Well, you were hired to watch them, not investigate me.
Oh, I've been watching them all right. We've had an interesting development.
What do you mean?
Sit yourself down. We have to talk.
So there I was, 30-something, divorced, and a victim of the economy. So I did what any independent, self-respecting woman would do after being laid off from the job she'd put 10 years into. I ran home to Mother. That would be plenty traumatic for most women, but my mother is something else.
Melody, come and get your wheat germ before the organic honey congeals.
Or should I say some time else? The 60s to be exact. But Mom stays active, running the local newspaper.
The Nutcase, Volume 1, Issue 1. Dateline, Icebox. Mayor silent on the pothole issue. What corruption is he hiding?
My daughter, Mary,
Hi.
and I keep busy keeping up with Mom. But we've done some good in our little town. In fact, the three of us have solved so many local mysteries that townspeople have taken to calling us
The Scoop Sisters. In color. Starring Victoria Olsen as Jasmine. And Karen Schickel as Mel. Special guest stars Douglas Screef and Diane Adams. Tonight's episode, Foundation Logic.
So you see, this just seemed like a natural extension of our idea.
Oh, I understand, and I think it's wonderful.
You really think people will notice?
Mr. Iverson.
Billy, please.
Billy, this is a wonderful story. Setting up a foundation to help charities in the town is a great idea.
I just wonder.
Wonder what, Sally?
Well, when they find out how we came to have all this money, what will people think?
My sister worries people will think we're cheap.
Brother!
It's because we are cheap.
Brother!
Oh, now, sister, don't fret yourself. Look what it has wrought. $1 million foundation that will keep our names alive long after we're gone.
How did you save so much, Mr. Billy?
Oh, we never needed much. All the family we have is each other, and our father's home is long paid for. We never knew what to give each other for Christmas and birthdays and such. So we got things like savings bonds or a share or two of a small company.
Never anything frivolous, of course.
Oh, of course not.
And with my pension and her pension providing more than we needed, I guess more and more of it just ended up sitting in the bank.
Where those carpetbaggers on Wall Street couldn't get at it.
Yes. So, how did you think of forming a foundation?
Well, my sister wanted to help the school district, and I wanted to help the Humane Society. So we had the idea of splitting the money. Then we talked to our banker, and he said a foundation would be the best way. Put the money to work. Use the interest to fund grants to the community.
A bit too much like usury for my taste.
Oh, please don't put that in the article. My sister's a little, well, conservative on these issues. We want to present a fresh face to people.
Ha!
Now, sister, we've been over all this. You shall manage the money, and I will manage public relations.
I still don't see why.
Because one does not put a porcupine in a petting zoo. That's why.
Well, folks, I think we have more than we need to write this article.
And this will be on the front page, of course.
Of course. It's a wonderful story.
So if we could just find a good spot for a picture, we're done.
Picture?
Oh, relax, sister. Ladies, I have brought a professional portrait for just that purpose. Here.
Oh, it's very nice. You so seldom see tintypes anymore.
Are you sure you want us to use this picture?
Oh, why not?
Well, it's perhaps just a
They're
little...
trying to say it's old, Billy.
Oh, it's the newest picture we have.
It'll be fine.
Yes, I'm sure it will work just fine. Our next issue comes out on Thursday, so I'll drop a copy off Wednesday night.
Oh, splendid. Come along, sister. Let's let these ladies get to work.
I still don't see why we can't just tell a few friends.
Well, one, because we don't really have friends. And two, because this will get the word out faster. Now, come along. I feel like an ice cream soda.
Well, how about that?
It's marvelous.
It certainly is. How do you save $1 million?
Probably just about like they said. Saving's no real trick if you just don't spend anything.
And how would you know that?
Don't get fresh. Besides, the Iversons are legendary in town.
I remember when she was the secretary at the grade school.
From 1776 until 1989, I believe.
Now who's being fresh?
And I completely believe what they said about the savings bonds as Christmas presents. I suppose when you draw 2 salaries and don't spend anything, that's what happens.
Well, it's a good story for the paper anyway. I'll get to work on that.
And I'll try to figure out how to get an image of this tintype.
It's so nice. We agree for a change.
Well, it happens sometimes.
Yeah, I think the last time was 1776.
You certainly do hold your age well.
Hello, Sam.
Jasmine. Hi, Mel.
Yes. I mean, hi.
I think I'll go play with the scanner for a while.
I can't stay. Here on business.
What business do the police have with the newspaper?
Relax, Mother.
A free press is vital to a free society.
Mother.
And I'm not here on business for the paper, Jasmine. I'm actually here about the Iversons.
Oh, you heard. It's a wonderful idea, isn't it? Our very own foundation right here in town.
Yeah.
What is it?
First off, have you seen them?
They were just here. You missed them by maybe 2 minutes.
Okay. Well, I gotta go find them.
Is something wrong? Are they in trouble?
I don't know yet. And I really shouldn't say. Not to a couple of reporters, anyway.
Sam, seriously. What is it?
Off the record?
Absolutely.
We got a call from the city attorney down in Eveleth. He doesn't think the Iverson millions were necessarily saved with penny jars.
What do you mean?
They're wanted for questioning concerning a bank robbery in 1979.
Hello, I'm back.
Mom, I'm home.
Oh, good, you're here.
I just got back.
No, I just got back.
What?
What? Oh, never mind. Any luck?
No, but I didn't really check at their house. Sam's patrol car was parked there.
Well, we'll have to lay off that shack until the heat scatters.
I wish you would not refer to my boyfriend as the Heat.
Are you sure? That's actually a pretty good nickname for a boyfriend. Wait a minute. Boyfriend?
Well, you know.
No, I do not. Are you two officially an item?
I don't know. I guess. We've gone out 3 times.
And have you...
Stop. Right there. I will not answer intimate questions about my relationship.
Well, I was just going to ask if you've talked about the future. But since you brought it up...
Mother?
Oh, things are still cold in Siberia, huh?
Anyway, did you have any luck finding them around town?
Well, no. I checked their bank and their old offices. I don't know where else they could have gone. They still drive this wonderful old green Impala that'll stick out like a sore thumb.
We have to find it first. I don't know where else to look. Wait.
What is it?
I've got it. Didn't Billy say something about an ice cream soda?
I don't know.
Just as they left, he said something about wanting a soda.
Well, I suppose we could check down at Foster's Drug.
Come on.
Excuse me.
Just a second. And 3 cases of vanilla. None of that vanilla bean nonsense. The regular stuff. Yeah, cheap. Okay? Help you?
It's Gloria, isn't it?
Do I know you?
I'm Melody Kupchak. We were in choir together.
Choir? You mean high school?
Yeah, Gloria. May, right?
What's she talking about, Jasmine?
No idea. Just brought the kitten along for eye candy.
What?
Check. What's the rumpus?
We're looking for a couple of geezers we think skipped town.
Mom?
Quiet, shiny shoes. The Jake had a hankering for a frozen moo juice, and we thought he might have landed at your joint.
2 Jakes?
Nah, Jake and a frail. Name of Iverson.
What is going on?
Iverson, eh? Sideways kind of a handle, ain't it?
Yeah, you said it. You seen him?
Geezers, you say?
Yep.
Driving a land yacht? He's a good egg, but she's strictly from Lemons.
That's the pair. You eyeballed them?
They just been here. Fixed him up with the sloppy Melvin the works. She had a glass of water.
Takes all kinds, don't it?
You said it.
What is going on?
She with you, eh?
Yeah, she's Jake. Don't worry.
If you say so, but get her out of here before I lose my temper.
Come on, doll. Let's take some air.
All right. Are you going to explain?
Oh, that's just Gloria. She and I used to have a little movie club. We'd get together and watch classics from the film noir era. Oh, it was such fun.
So, In the middle of that whole scene, did you get anything valuable out of her about the Iversons?
Well, they were just here. He had a large soda and she had a glass of water.
That part, I understood.
But Gloria didn't know where they went.
This is crazy. We're chasing them around town and I don't even know what we'd do if we found them. Warn them? Make a citizen's arrest?
I suppose we could harbor fugitives in the interest of the story.
Mother.
Can a newspaper offer asylum?
Of course not.
Right. Well, we should start canvassing the churches in town. Maybe one of them will go along with it for a few bucks.
We are not going to offer anyone asylum. We're going to figure out what happened and write a story about it. That's our job.
But they're such a sweet old couple, and they mean well. And seriously, Mel, could you see the two of them pulling off a bank heist even 32 years ago?
No. Honestly, I can't see any of it being true. Unless something really changes, I think they're the most innocent people I've ever met. Is that...
Oh, my, yes. Search ended, I guess.
Hello, ladies.
Billy, we've been looking for you two.
Not surprised.
We were wondering if we could ask you some questions.
Oh, of course. Hop in. We'll talk on the way.
On the way? Where? Where are you going?
Oh, we haven't quite decided yet, but I think it would be best if you two came with us.
What?
What my brother is trying to say is, get in the car now.
Is that?
A Tommy gun, yes. Very loud, but very effective, especially from this range. Ladies, get in the car.
Why?
Where we're going to need hostages.
The Scoop Sisters will return.
And this over here was our father's favorite.
18-point box.
That's right. Shot him just outside the door here, not 20 feet away.
It's a very nice hunting shack.
Cabin.
Oh, Sister's never appreciated the local colloquialism. She thinks shack is undignified.
Of course. We'll call it a cabin, and it's very, very nice.
Very nice.
Sit down, the two of you.
These chairs are very comfortable. Father made them himself, you know.
Oh, lovely. Billy.
Mother?
Relax. Billy, I was wondering.
Yes?
I do really appreciate you showing us the family cabin, but why exactly are we here?
Oh. I should let Sally explain that.
You're here to do as you're told.
All right. I'll explain it. You're here as our guests.
Ha!
To ensure that our family's, transition to our next address goes smoothly.
Next address?
Oh, I can't tell you, of course, but we're thinking Mexico.
Billy!
Well, I didn't tell him what town.
Billy, Sally, we have to tell you something. The police came to our place after you left looking for you.
You see, I told you talking to the press was a mistake.
My, the police. Oh, that is an onion in the ointment. What did they have to say?
They want to question you about a bank robbery in Eveleth in 1979.
Oh, Eveleth, yes. Sally, did you rob a bank in Eveleth in 1979?
Of course not. This is his handiwork. Can't you see that?
Whose handiwork?
No, loose lips.
I say we tie them up and leave them here. That'll give us a head start.
No one's going to tie us up, sister.
Mom?
Relax, Mel. Her Tommy gun doesn't even have a magazine attached. It's not loaded.
And how do you know that?
The magazine is that big brown thingy. You know, I do watch old movies, you know.
There could be one in the chamber, you know.
Oh, please. Who grabs an antique machine gun with only one in the chamber?
Mom?
Besides, there are two of us. If you shot one, the other would surely get you.
Mom?
Oh, Sally, put that gun down. It was never much of a ruse anyway. It belonged to our great-great-uncle Herbert, who ran whiskey during Prohibition.
So it really can't fire?
Oh, of course not. Sally, put it down.
Fine.
Oh, my. There was one in the chamber.
I think I need to sit down.
Billy, Sally, I have some pull with a member of the police department.
Oh, really?
And I'm sure we can work this out, but first, I have to know what's going on. You've never heard about a bank robbery in Eveleth?
Well, I'm sure they've had one, but we had nothing to do with it. Usually, it's War Road.
War Road?
And the one time in Duluth.
Oh, yes, there was that.
What are you saying? That you have robbed banks?
Oh, of course not. We've been accused of robbing banks.
And extortion and tax evasion. And even murder once.
I don't understand.
Well, it's perfectly simple. Edgar.
And who is Edgar?
Our rotten, no-good half-brother.
Half-brother?
Or so he claims. He said Father had a mistress in Duluth and he was her son. Father went along with it even though Edgar bore not the slightest resemblance.
Oh, I, for one, always believed him.
Ha!
Well, he had that look that Father always got when the oatmeal was overcooked.
Hardly a suitable method of establishing lineage, brother.
Edgar was a bit of an embarrassment, naturally, and he's had a rough go in life.
Stupid people often do.
Anyway, he had a wife, and he had children, and all the expenses that go with them. Over the years, he developed a certain envy for the money we'd stored away. His thinking was we should give him at least a share of Father's estate while he could use it.
Didn't he get anything when your father passed away?
Oh, a little piece of land outside of town. He sold it years ago, and the money's long gone.
So he spends his time accusing us of various crimes, trying to have us followed. Harassment. That's what it is.
That's what it sounds like. But what did you mean when you said you needed hostages, Billy?
Ha!
Oh, did I ask for hostages? Oh, heavens. That was in poor taste.
But the Tommy gun?
Oh, that's Sister's way of protecting herself, so she thinks. It's because we're being followed.
Are you sure?
Oh, yes. You can see his car through the trees. Right there.
Mom, look, there really is a car.
This is incredible. Who is he?
Not really sure. Probably just a detective of some kind.
A greasy little man with beady eyes. That's what they usually are.
Edgar's been doing this for years?
Off and on, yes, when he needs money.
But you're not really thinking of running away to Mexico, are you?
Well...
It might be the only way. I won't be made a prisoner in my own home.
Oh, but the foundation and all the good works you had planned.
The bank can handle that. In fact, the sooner they do, the better. Once all the money's put to work earning interest, he won't be able to get at it.
Well, that's good. I must admit, though, you had us worried. With that Tommy gun, I thought you were dangerous.
Oh!
Mom!
Everybody, get down!
Are they shooting at us?
I don't understand. They've never done that before.
Oh, Mel, you should call...
Sam, I know. Oh, no.
Don't say it.
Don't say what?
The 21st century equivalent of cut phone lines.
No bars. I can't call Sam. Unless...
No phone in the cabin.
I just don't understand it. Who is that character out there?
How do you like me now, Billy?
Oh, dear.
It's him, isn't it? The weaselly little worm.
Let me get a look.
Mom, be careful.
Relax. We've got good cover, and that character couldn't hit the barn side of a broad. I made it funny.
Would you please restrict your humor to times we're not getting shot at?
Well, just a second. Wait. I can see two men outside that black sedan.
Is one about 70? Bald, pudgy?
Well, there's a pudgy 60-ish man in an Elmer Fudd hat.
That's Edgar.
What about the other man?
Oh, like James Garner in the Rockford Files, only with thinning hair.
Sounds like one of his detectives. He must buy them in lots.
The Rockford Files guy is talking to Elmer Fudd. They're arguing.
Maybe Rockford's trying to talk some sense into him?
Ooh, not very successfully. Oh, why didn't we just go to Mexico?
Because he would have followed us there, of course. He'll follow us anywhere.
Maybe not.
Mother, you have that look.
I was just going over our situation. Liabilities?
A man shooting at us?
Okay, check. Resources?
A Tommy gun?
With no magazine. And apparently we spent our one bullet.
And, if I know my cars, a 74 Impala. They used real steel in those days.
Mom, What are you thinking?
And one more resource. A wheelman.
Oh, no.
What?
That detective is parked just off the road. If we can get to the car without them seeing, we can probably make a run down that trail right past them and away.
But they're shooting at us.
And you have exactly the right car to be shot at.
Heavens, Jasmine. I don't think I can drive that fast.
You won't need to. I will.
You?
Believe me, yes, she will.
In my radical days, I was always the wheelman.
I don't see that we have much of a choice, sister.
Well, I don't like it.
If you can come up with something better against a maniac with a gun, I'll do it.
Ha! I took out another window that time.
Mr. Phelps, you can't keep doing that.
Quiet. I'm not trying to hit anything. Just scare them.
You're not marksman enough to know the difference. Besides, you keep shooting out windows, you're going to hurt somebody.
What's that? What's happening down there?
It looks like they're getting into a car.
They wouldn't try to make a run for it, would they? Past a man with a gun?
They might if they were desperate enough.
There they are.
Phelps, don't! You're crazy.
They're getting away.
You are insane shooting at a car like that. Our contract is now void as far as I'm concerned.
Fine. Crawl back in the hole I found you in, Flatfoot.
You found me in my office in Bloomington. It's very nice.
And there'll be plenty more where that came from.
Well, yeah, there's 3 of us that share that office.
Ah!
I don't know about this.
Oh, for goodness sake, sister. Just order.
But this entree is $8.
It's like this every time we try to go out.
You know, Sally, these chips and salsa are complimentary with the meal.
Really? Well, maybe I'll just have one of those lovely margaritas then.
I'll have one too. After all, this is a celebration. The Iverson Foundation's first meeting.
Where's your daughter, by the way?
She's getting her date. Oh, there they are.
Hey, sorry we're late.
Paperwork. Your brother has lawyered up.
That sounds like him. You will get a conviction, won't you, officer?
Not exactly my department, ma'am. But we have the gun he used matched to the bullets we pulled out of your car. We have all that history of harassment, and we have the cooperation of the detective he hired. He says your brother is a cheapskate. Owes him for 7 days' work plus expenses.
Half-brother, please.
Now I'm not so sure.
What are you suggesting? You think just because he's cheap, he belongs to the family?
Well, it's hard to deny the similarities.
Maybe we should just forget about all that today and concentrate on the business at hand. The first meeting of the Iverson Foundation.
And the last one in such an expensive restaurant, I hope.
Now, sister, the library agreed to let us use the meeting room for free from now on. But this is a celebration.
It still seems extravagant. Where's my margarita?
So, how does this work?
Oh, I've been on enough boards. I can quote Robert's rules by chapter and verse. First, we read the minutes of the last meeting.
Mother?
Oh, right. I guess we need officers.
Oh, let's just skip ahead to the fun part, where we give out the money.
You, sir, are no relation of mine.
Oh, hush. You knew this was coming.
And the bank set it up so you have a generous allowance for the rest of your life. You're completely secure.
There is no such thing.
Well, I, for one, intend to enjoy myself. Like Robin Hood. Only I didn't actually rob anybody. Oh, let's see. Application number 1. Applicant? The Friends of the Nutcase newspaper.
Mother?
Cool it, Mel.
You didn't.
Well,
$14,000 for a used Heidelberg printing press.
Mother?
well, you know that corner of the basement where the cat used to go, you know? It'll go perfectly right there.
Application rejected.
What?
What?
Right there, in box 3. You misspelled Heidelberg.
Huh. Serves you right for trying to take advantage of the situation.
Oh, I suppose you're right.
Application number 2. Film Noir Appreciation Society.
Mother?
$200,000 to remodel the old Voyager Theater and organize a film festival.
Mother? Well...
The Scoop Sisters, Foundation Logic, was written and directed by Jeffrey Adams. Our cast this evening featured Douglas Screef as Billy, Diane Adams as Sally, Sean Barr was Sam. Justin Kapla played Edgar. Jeffrey Adams played the detective. And featuring Victoria Olsen as Jasmine and Karen Schickel as Mel. This program copyright 2011 by the Icebox Radio Theater. All rights reserved. Visit them on the web at iceboxradio.org.